I'm gonna listen live to this, and I'm gonna respond as we go along. My chest looking all big and yeah, let's listen to it. Kevin Samuel's motivational speech. It's called "Stop Making Excuses and Win." Oh, my battery. Hold up, guys. Hold up. There we go. All right, so let's get to this. All right.
Yeah, buddy. I like this. Getting ready for tonight's live stream. By the way, if you're tuning in, and make sure you hit the like button or the dislike button. I don't care which one. Just do something when you come in. Tonight's live stream, I'm going to do it about MGTOW and why it is necessary. MGTOW is necessary for a lot of different reasons. What up, Clifton? How are you? There's just a lot of misinformation out there. I want to clear up several things for guys who are, red pill just used to be called being a man. That's what it really
He said red pill used to just be called being a man. That sounds interesting.
comes down to. MGTOW was a response. BGS said the best, but it's necessary. What's going on? But I do want to talk about this whole thing about what next. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't care what you think, women, gynocentrism, all these other things, they aren't the enemy. The real problem is whiny crybaby men, simps, white knights, and manginas.
Whiny crybaby, man simps, and white manginas. Let's see what he means. I'm curious.
Because what it comes right down to is life is a game. And the winners the winners aren't the ones complaining, it's the losers.
Hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Everybody stop everything. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Hold up. Let me listen to that again. Everybody stop.
White knights and manginas. Because what it comes right down to is life is a game. And the winners aren't the ones complaining, it's the losers. Yeah.
How many times have I said that to you guys? How many times have I said that? Stop bitching and do something. Your complaining isn't doing shit. How many times have I said that and people are like, oh, he's attacking Red Pill now? He's saying the same thing. He's like the most famous guy from... Let's keep going. Like what? I've been saying that forever. I even said it to fucking Mook a million times about the man. I'm like, stop bitching and do something. You're bitching and your complaining gonna get you nowhere. Let's keep going. This dude sounds good.
If you're always in somebody's comment section, hating on women with your blank ass avatar, look, if you don't, I look at a comment, and if I see just an initial and I don't see your picture, I'm going to assume, especially if you're a woman, you're fugly. But if you're a dude and you don't have a picture and you're on some irate, over the top stuff, I'm just going to assume you're a loser. Because losers don't complain. Let me tell you why losers don't complain. Because they just lost the game. They just lost that
Let me just keep listening.
point. They didn't lose the war. See, players straight up win. Players win. I've always been a player. That don't mean a pimp player. That means I play the game.
That's right.
Look here, black men. We took an L in slavery. We've taken L's with our women. So what? Read your history. Plenty of other men better than you and me have lost throughout history. Suck that shit up. Have I ever been a pimp? Have I been a pimp player? Go check my videos. That's been well documented, of course. But the bottom line is this. Players win. Remember Buffalo was playing Houston in the 92 AFC Championship?
I remember that.
They were down 38-3 at halftime. Well, get the fuck off my channel, punk. Somebody get him out of here. Wulong Wong. Peace out. In the championship, yeah, adios. Don't come back. This ain't for you. In the championship, Houston was kicking Buffalo's butt. They were waxing them.
Pause.
The average the average whiner you see in the comment section, women are the enemy.
Yeah.
We can't get up here because of white supremacy and systematic, institutionalized racism.
Yo, what the fuck? This dude is saying this. I mean, okay, he probably said it first. I never watched this dude. He probably said it first, but that's the shit I say every live. I just had that live with Moot talking about stop complaining about white supremacy and do something. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do besides bitch about it? I said the same thing to you guys about the red pill, always complaining and whining about women. I'm like, there's nothing to complain about. It's all about you and what you do. He's saying the same thing. Like, he's saying that, he's saying the same thing. He was like so famous. Why am I the monster attacking Red Pill? Yo, let's keep going.
They would have packed it in and said, you know what, we lose. No, Buffalo came back out and found a way to win.
Right.
Players find ways to win. That's the difference between a winner and a loser. A loser loses before the game is even over. A lot of you cats who are upset at women firing off in the comment section, talking crazy, you're a loser. You're a loser because the game isn't over. The game is your life. You ain't dead. You can do something. The guys who are, we're going to talk about this today, the guys who are hardcore MGTOW, I see a lot of them going at pickup artists and dating coaches and all this other kind of stuff in the comment section. But the people who run the channels, let's just be realistic. The people who run the channel whose faces are front and center tend to be the winners.
Yeah.
Whether they're on MGTOW or whether they're on the player side. And here's the thing, I don't care if you're a hardcore MGTOW, life is still a game. You need it. You need to get out there and deal with everything else. But how you play the game dictates whether or not you're going to win or lose. A lot of cats today are just running around losing. And you're claiming MGTOW. You're claiming all these different things. You're claiming gynocentrism, white supremacy, all this other kind of stuff to justify or validate why you suck. I'm going to say that again.
Yo, I'm sorry, Mook. I don't know if you're here, but that's exactly what I told you. Okay, let's keep going.
You're holding on to red pill, MGTOW, white supremacy, gynocentrism, all these other buzzwords to justify and validate why you suck. If none of those things existed, you find another reason. You know, kittens are against us. The roaches are rebelling. The fleas are against us. You find a reason.
Right.
Losers have always found, losers, quitters, people have always found a way to justify losing. Now, I'm going to chime in specifically on black men. Black men got this really bad because we have been history's losers in these states. But guess what? If you overweight, undereducated, don't care about your image or impression, don't care about how you come across, can't talk to anyone, can't communicate, speak like in phonics, you lose it. What defines a loser in your eyes? That's the point. It's not a matter of defining a loser in my eyes. How about this? Look at your results. Look at your results. And instead of saying, well, what defines a loser in your eyes? Someone who has a scarcity mentality, someone who always believes that the glass is half empty, somebody who comes in here and questioning. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to try to be rude, but that's not even a question a winner would ask. Straight up. A winner wouldn't ask what defines being a loser. Winners don't concern themselves with losers. That's why they keep winning. All they do is win. The reason you hear me talking about it is because I try to help men who are on the verge of being able to go between winning and losing. Most of my clients are winners. I don't have to go talk to me. All my clients are winners. I'm not going to lie. I don't have to tell a man, you need to worry about your image, such and so forth, and take advantage of them. Most of my clients have attorneys. They have business coaches. They are achievers. You don't have to tell someone with a winning mindset, your game is weak here. You need to go practice on your free throws. Your game is weak here. You need to go practice on your 40 time. Your game is weak here. You need to go practice on your math. When I was a C student in mathematics, no one had to tell me, guess what, Kevin, if you want to be an engineer, you got to double down and go learn and do what you did. You need to come to school early, stay after school late. My freshman year in college, my background is chemical engineering. My freshman year in college, while everybody else was taking calculus, I had to take college algebra. I spent 35 hours a week studying college algebra, doing the homework assignments, looking at last year's tests, working with tutors, all this stuff out of my own pocket, making $3.35 an hour. I went and got a job at Taco freaking Bell to go pay a tutor. You know why? Because it was my name on the test. It was my life. It was about me. Yeah, if I would have made a C in college algebra, I could have taken the easy path. I failed classes before. I failed calculus. But you know what I did? I didn't blame anybody. I said, dude, your calc game sucks. You don't understand. I didn't go whine and blame my single mother, my absentee father. I didn't blame white people. I didn't blame the women that broke my life. I said, you know what? Dude, you got to get better. If you say you want this, you want to be an engineer, you got to do what it takes. Not question why I got to take calculus to be an engineer. Okay, due respect. Maybe you're new. So here's the thing. When I'm talking about something, if you got a question that's off the topic, then you want me to respond to it, gladly. Hit the super chat button. Put something in that question. $1, $2, $5. If you got a question you want to ask me about a fragrance or something like that, I'm not talking about that. If you want me to get off the topic, do that. That's what super chat's for. So tonight, we're going to talk about winners and losers. Players win. Yeah, players win. They don't always win, but they win enough to call themselves winners. There's something that was said, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, it's how you play the game. True. But it doesn't matter if you win or lose, how you play the game. But if you lose long enough, you are a loser. Green Bay Packers have a history of being winners from the 60s on through. Dallas Cowboys, history of being winners. Pittsburgh Steelers have a history of being winners. You have the opposite side of the coin, too, in the NFL. History of being losers. Why? You got the same talent,
The
same
Bills?
traffic, same opportunity, but losing is a mentality. Losing is a lifestyle. Losing is a mindset. You can change around and decide you want to win. The first thing you got to stop doing is bitching and complaining about everybody else, arguing about what the white supremacy, women, such and so forth. Look at yourself and say, you know what? I'm overweight, undereducated, but performing below my ability. Women don't holler at me because I ain't even a man. Why should anybody want to respect me when I don't even carry myself with a modicum of respect? You need to get yourself together. That's why it doesn't matter if, money, looks, all this other stuff, that only comes into consideration after you're first a man. A man cares about himself and carries himself according to his standard. When I'm in a business meeting today, I walked in there looking like I look because this is my standard. No one else's, my standard. I have a standard. I hold myself accountable because I'm a winner. I win in everything I do, and even when I lose, I win. Because you can lose the game, you can lose the point, but don't lose the lesson. Do something, lose, learn, lose better. But I am so sick of men whining all the goddamn time. Bring your ass to these channels to listen to all this good knowledge, and I still see you talking about the same shit in the comment section. Go away. Because it ain't the women who will have the problem. It is you. You. You can take all those fat, ugly bras and move them to the side. Women only follow what the men do. And that's where we have a real problem. Because as men, we know we got an issue. And if you're a loser, you know you're a loser. And you hate hearing people talk about losing stuff. I had a patron. I had a couple patrons. Quit becoming patrons of the channel. Not because I don't deliver quality information. Not because the content isn't on point. They left because I talked about men need to drop the Jordans. Yeah, I'm going to say that again. I had grown damn men sit back and say, man, I can't be a patron of somebody who speaks out against Jordans. Get the fuck out of my channel. No group. I would love to say these people's names, but I'm like, this is a black man's addiction. Yeah. No group of men fights for Jordans. I don't know any CEO that wears Jordans. I don't know any high-ranking, and if you know one or two, congratulations. But as soon as you start to talk about Jordans and stuff like that, you can see, I just dropped 8 people because they're all in Jordans. You know, like, it's like, well, I'm good what you talk about winners and losers, but don't talk about my shoes. You don't know Nike. You don't know Jordan, they ain't doing nothing for you. But the fact that you have such an irrational, illogical, emotional response about some damn tennis shoes shows you your mindset.
Right. Yo, this dude is amazing. What have I been missing out on? Wow. Yo, he sounds just like me. Well, I sound just like him. Wow. That was deep. That was deep. Like, what part of that don't I say? And what part of that don't I agree with? Like, I've been saying that since I came back to the channel like a month ago. Step your game up. Stop blaming women. It's you. Stop blaming white supremacy, Mook. It's you. Just because you may not be where you want to be in life, stop blaming other people. Step your game up and get shit done. That's what I always say, and that's what he's saying. Rest in peace to that dude. That is crazy. Wow, that is crazy. Wow, he was an amazingly intelligent dude. I like listening to people say things that I say because then I don't feel crazy anymore. Sometimes I say these things and people in the comments are, but women, and they're bitching, and it makes me feel like there's something wrong with me. Then there's always somebody who just, usually a good-looking, well-put-together person, usually a man, and they're saying what I said. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that is crazy. I like this guy a lot. About the Jordans part, I mean, I get what he's saying, but I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I just kind of noticed the Jordan's addiction is kind of immature. But I think anyone can have any kind of addiction they want as long as they can afford it and stuff. But I think if you're like trying to find women and you're going out wearing Jordans trying to find women, that will probably lower your odds because most women ain't checking for dudes with Jordans on. Like, they're not really looking for people who look like they're trying to play basketball. Tommy Sotomayor suggests that Kevin Samuels stole his words and stuff. Kevin Samuels is way smoother than Tommy ever was. He's way more controlled of his emotions as well. Tommy was an emotional, I'm not saying anything bad about him. He was an emotional ass. He was crying on camera for stupid ass reasons, and he was way more childish. Kevin Samuels, he's way more put together. He's more of a ladies' man, way more smooth, better dresser, more careful with his words. I mean, well, I did watch one thing of him before this. It was when one girl was like, what can I do to get a high value man? It's like being reincarnated, some shit. He was like, you got 3 kids. You're a single mother, 3 kids. You're 200 pounds. You weigh more. No, you're heavier than Barry Sanders, and you expect a high value man. Like, I was laughing. But yeah, that's the only time I've ever really watched him. But this was the first actual full video I've watched, and he's great, man. He's fucking awesome. Players play to win. Losers complain, and I agree. I always tell people stop their bitching and complaining about women or white supremacy. It always sounds stupid to me. Just because you can't get shit done doesn't mean I'm not going to. So the white man is after you. You're being a coon, or you're simping for these women. It's because you suck. Because I don't even notice these things the way I live my life. I don't notice women have problems. I don't notice no white man. Like, I don't even have a boss. I make my own money. You know, I don't live in the hood. If the hood is made by the white man to make black people bad, I left. So I don't notice any of these things, you know. I don't care if he likes dudes. That's his choice. If he likes dudes, he's a grown man. He likes other grown men. I don't give a shit. He's a grown ass man. He's a winner. You know, so rest in peace to him. So that's really all I gotta say about this, man. Men start winning at 40. Ooh, I got another year. That's another one of his videos. But I'm gonna study him some more. Learn some more about him. But I'm very impressed by that motivational video. And I think people should definitely listen to it because he's on to something. And I'm out, people. Later.